I have N1 CDN, 2 VY2 Golf Foxtrot, VE9 GM, 9 LEN, VA1 BIL, and VE9 PAL. Anybody else on short time?
Vector Echo 1, Juliet Whiskey, V1, JW.
And we have Eric. Anybody else? Okay, we'll run these through. Good evening, Steve. How's everything down in Florida? N1 CDN, VE1 and Y.
In a word, wet. We've been having a lot of rain lately. It's rained all day today, and it's just typical for this time of year. But even when the weather's horrible, it's still beautiful. Joanne just got home, so I can't stick around. We're both hungry and cranky, and or as we like to call it, hangry. And going to head out and grab a bite to eat. So I just wanted to check in and give you another number for the roster and wish you a great net. No traffic, no impact here from the hurricane. We just actually we had beautiful sunny, clear skies and above normal temperatures. It was beautiful, but yeah, the folks in Louisiana saw it very differently, and our hats are off to them. 7-3 back to net control. V1MY N1 CDN.
Yeah, very fine, Steve. I did see the pictures for sure. Yeah, it's not good. We're supposed to get some rain overnight and into tomorrow. Anyway, Steve, have a safe weekend. We shall talk again. Now we'll go to the island. VY2GF, VE1MY.
Good evening, everybody on the net. I'm coming through Charlottetown, and this is first. I'm using the rig in the car. I'm sitting in the driveway. Anyway, it was a good 2 weeks, ILLW activations, and the daughter-in-law and grandsons were here from British Columbia. So I hope everybody has a good week, and we'll look forward to the net next Wednesday. Victor Yankee 2, Golf Foxtrot.
Very fine. And you have, very fine, George. You have a good weekend. We shall talk to you again. V9 Golf Mike, VE1MY.
VE1MY from VE9 Golf Mike. Good evening, Mike, and everybody else on the net. I was just traveling back from Fredericton, just got into Grand Falls, so I figured I would check in now before I head back home, and wife wants to talk about my day, so I figured I would check in, give you another name there, so back to you, Mike. Thanks a lot for checking me in. VE1MY from VE9 Golf Mike.
Very fine, Gino. You have a safe trip, and we shall talk to you again. Now we'll go visit Len, VE9 LEN, VE1MY. VE9 LEN, VE1MY. Not hearing anything, we'll go on to the next one. Good evening, Bill, VA1 VIL, VE1MY.
Everybody on frequency, seems only we are hearing conversation here and there. I don't know if the system is screwed up or not. I don't know. Anyway, just came out of the hospital last week, went for a total hip replacement, and I'm climbing the hill there. So I'm doing fine so far so good. So mowed my lawn today, but I wasn't pushing the lawnmower. I was sitting on it. Put it that way. Outside of that, not much else to report. 22.4 Celsius here tonight and 59% humidity, and the sun is shining. So I guess we're going to get a little bit of rain, they say. So, well, they can send some. We can use some of it. So there you go. Back to you, Mike. Thanks for calling me in. Victor Echo 9, Lima Echo November. Work there, 7-3.
Yeah, very fine, Len. Thanks for checking in. And you stay safe, and you got to keep off that. I know you like to ride on. Anyway, now we'll go visit Bill, VA1 VIL, VE1MY. You're in. I don't know. It's Jimmy, V1JBL, is the system going down?
Nope, negative, Mike. Everything is still up and good here. Everything's good.
Okay, I'm just wondering, because like I said, a couple of stations have trouble. Okay, thanks, Jim. VA1VIL, you want to why?
V1MY, VA1BIL. Don't really have too much to add there, Mike. I hope everybody has a great week there, and all the best. Battery's kind of low on handheld here, so I'll say 7-3, VA1BIL.
Okay, Bill, thanks for checking in. You have a safe weekend. We shall talk again. Now we'll go to Irishtown. V9PAL, you want to why? I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, well, let's try it again. V1JW, you want to why? Good evening, Eric.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Hearing you fine down here in the valley, but there might be a few dropouts somewhere else. But we're hearing you fine down here in the valley. Nothing too exciting, I guess, to offer. Been busy with company the last 4 days. We were in Glasgow, but had it was a celebration like for a relative that passed away back in the winter. But it's great to see all the relatives from Ontario and whatever. So, and a couple of them came here afterwards for a couple of days for a visit. So. Made a good time. At least there was some good come out of it. Anyway, got to see a lot of the family we hadn't seen for quite a while. So we've been busy the last 2 days. Today I kind of just relaxed, did some paperwork and a few things. Today didn't accomplish much, but I haven't even turned the HF rig on today, so haven't done much with it. But I guess we'll have some time the next couple of days when it's raining to sit inside and play radio. Other than that, not much else today. I got off to a Zoom meeting here in a few minutes, so thought I better check in here and make sure we got to check in. VE1JW.
Yeah, very fine, Eric. Yep, here we got a lot of rain coming, that's for sure. Okay, go back up to Irishtown. VE9, Papa Alpha Lima, VE1MI. You there, Paul? Okay, nothing heard there. Okay, now we'll go to, now we'll start our provinces. Anybody in Prince Edward Island? Anybody in Prince Edward Island like to check into the Maritime Fusion net? VE1MY. Anybody from PEI? Anybody in PEI like to check in the Fusion net? VE1MY. Nothing heard there. Let's go to New Brunswick. Any New Brunswick stations like to check into the Fusion net? VE1MY.
Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie, Portable. Victor Echo 9, Bravo, Oscar, Foxtrot.
November, I think.
Victor Echo 9, Papa India November, V910.
Anybody else from New Brunswick? Anybody else from New Brunswick like to check into the Maritime Fusion net? VE1MY.
I'm not from New Brunswick, but Victor Echo 3, Alpha Charlie.
Well, that's no problem. We'll take it anyway. Okay, I'll tell you who I have. Like GC Portable, BOF, 1NAT, 9PIN, 9AI, and 38C. Anybody else from New Brunswick?
Yeah, did you copy VE9GOS?
Recheck.
Yes, I do. Okay, I had PAL and GUS. Anybody else from New Brunswick?
Victor Echo 9, Mike Charlie Alpha, recheck.
Go ahead, Mike. V9MCA, V1MY. Go ahead.
Yeah, VE1MY, just wanted to let you know that for some reason the Moncton repeater wasn't hearing would have the conversations that was going on there, so I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, for sure that's what Lynn was saying, and I confer because I heard the same thing here. Tonight I'm coming through the Moncton Fusion repeater, and for some reason at the start there we weren't hearing half of the conversations there. Just thought I'd let you know there, Mike. Back to you, VE1MY, V9MCA.
Yeah, very fine, Mike. I knew there was something wrong because, like I said, I asked Jimmy, and that's why I went to see if everybody was see if all the system was up. Okay, Mike. Thanks for the info, and you have a safe week, and we shall talk again. Okay, we'll go to the top of the list. V9 Golf Charlie Portable. VE1MY. Good evening, Gord.
A1MY with a net, VE9GC Portable coming to you through my VE9 Juliet Echo Charlie node. Yeah, I can concur with Mike. I actually had the MFR repeater here on as well, and there was a several minute lag. The N1 station was, you had already moved on to somebody else, and I was hearing you fine on the node, but he was still talking off of MFR, so I just switched it off and stuck with the node. No particular traffic here this evening, Mike. Just wanted to pop in and say good evening here on the first night of
Gord, you just dropped out. Thanks for checking in, Gord. Yeah, you just dropped out, so your batteries might be weak on the portable. Anyway, you have a safe weekend. We shall talk again. V9 BOF, VE1MY. Come on in.
VE1NY and the Fusion Net, VE9 Bravo Oscar Foxtrot. Good evening, Mike, and everybody else that's on frequency. Good day today. I started the day this morning in the Sackville Hospital. They wanted to steal some of my blood. And then we headed to Moncton, went to the clubhouse. A few of us put a new EQ 400 on the desk and working fine. No further traffic. VE9 Bravo Oscar Foxtrot will be clear.
Sounds like you had a busy day, for sure. Yeah, I don't like the vampires either. Anyway, thanks for checking in. You have a safe weekend. We shall talk again. Now we'll go visit Natalie, VE1NAT, VE1MY.
Hi, everyone on the frequency tonight, so nothing to report. Just to say hi to everybody, have a nice evening, and a nice balance of the week. So, back to you.
Very fine, Natalie. Always a pleasure to hear it. Thanks for checking in. And you have a safe weekend. We shall talk again. Now we'll go visit Bert, V9PIN, VE1MY.
Good evening, everyone, from the top floor
here. I think they're calling for quite a bit of rain for you guys down there on the weekend, so stay safe and not much to report besides that. They're just the regular stuff. So have a good rest of the week, everyone.
Very fine, Bert. Yeah, I got the pontoons out ready to go. Anyway, thanks for checking in. You have a safe week as well, and we'll talk to you again. Now we'll go visit Gary, VE1 Alpha India, VE1 and Y.
Yeah, VE1MY, net control. VE9 AI, not VE1. Anyway, good evening to one and all. And a load of gusts are coming up behind me. And not much new. Got the lawn mowed before the rain, and the garage cleaned out today, and the load taken to the dump, and just things to get done. Anyway, with that, we'll pass it back to net control. And good evening to one and all. VE9 AI.
Very fine, Gary. Thanks for checking in. You have a safe week as well. V9 AI, VE1 and Y. Now we'll go up and visit VE3AC, VE1 and Y. Come on in.
Well, VE1MY, Victor Echo 3, Alpha Charlie here in Sudbury, Ontario. Thanks for taking me out of line here. I'm just finishing up supper and wanted to get in and make my bean count, so to speak. But very good on the net. I know that this one can get very busy. So with that beautiful weather here, we had high 60s, I suspect. Well, high 60s Fahrenheit. We were around 23 Celsius, 24 Celsius. Very nice, cool wind. So it was great for working outside and doing chores outside, of course. So anyways, I'd like to also wave a hand to B9 GUS, who's coming up behind me, and to everyone else. So with that, Frank and Sudbury, waving a hand to everyone, and 73 to all.
Very fine, Frank. Thanks for checking in. No problem. I'll take anybody like said out of state. Anyway, you have a safe week. Right now we have 19.1 degrees at my location. You have a safe weekend. We shall talk again. Now we'll go visit Paul, V9PAL, VE1MY.
Yeah, V1MY, this is V9PAL. How you doing there, Mike, and everybody else on the net? Yeah, she's 22 degrees there. She's nice outside. I went outside there, but looks like we're going to get quite a whack of rain. But anyway, you guys all have a great week. Take care of yourself. V9PAL.
Yeah, very fine, Paul. Yeah, I was looking at the weather. I don't like the looks of it, but anyway, it is what it is. Thanks for checking in, Paul. You have a safe weekend. We shall talk again. Now we'll go back up to visit Gus. V9GUS, VE1MY.
V1MY, VE9GUS, Gus here in Moncton. Good evening to you, Mike. Good evening to everyone on frequency. And I'll say hello right back to Gary and Frank there. Thanks very much. Anyway, no traffic on this end, sir. Just going to take it easy tonight and relax. Wait for that bloody rain tomorrow, I guess. Anyway, everyone 7-3. Take care. VE9GUS. Thanks for calling me in there, Mike.
Yeah, very fine, Gus. I might have to have the canoe out and ready. Anyway, thanks for checking in, and we'll see how much rain we get. Anyway, have a safe weekend. We shall talk again. Okay, now, let's go to Nova Scotia. Any stations in Nova Scotia like to check into the Maritime Fusion net? VE1MY.
Victor Echo 1, Zulu X-ray, V1ZX. VA1, Victor Charlie.
Charlie, Yankee Papa.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima.
Anybody else wants to get on the Nova Scotia list? Anybody from Nova Scotia want to get on the list? VE1 and Y. Okay, I'll tell you who I have. I have Zulu X-Ray, I got Donnie, Victor Charlie, LCYP, and Jim JBL. Anybody else? Okay, we'll go to the top of this. Good evening, Brad. How's everything in Two Islands? V1 Zulu X-Ray, VE1 and Y.
V1MY with the FusionNet, V1 Zulu X-Ray. A very good evening, Mike. And nice evening down here. It was a nice day. The humidity's way down to about 69% here. I spent the morning cleaning my heat troughs off. They're out. A lot of debris in it, so expect a lot of rain coming up through here the Bay of Fundy and the Minas Basin here, so we thought we better get them cleaned out or we might get ourselves into some trouble there. Hi. And I did hear Al call in there, V1 CYP Mike there too. Thanks for doing the net, Mike. Thanks for checking me in here. Have a good evening, and if you're working tomorrow, carry your umbrella. VE1MY, V1 Zulu X-Ray.
Yeah, very fine, Brad. I think I might need more than that, and yes, I did have Al. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to need. We'll find out in the morning, Brad. Thanks for checking in. You have a safe week. Now we'll go visit Donnie. Victor Alpha 1, Victor Charlie, VE1 and Y.
Yeah, good evening there, Michael. Good evening to everyone on the net tonight. A little bit sore today. I was out cutting a few limbs off my field roads where they slap you every time you drive around with a tractor and stuff, but that was the highlight of my day. But one little interesting thing yesterday, somebody was on the CQ Canada room. I just sat down here for a second. He wanted a test. I missed him the first go around, and then the second time he got there, so we had a little talk, and the gentleman was moving one of his digital radios out to the vehicle, and he wanted to make sure it was working good. So I said, you're pretty good. You're working really good. And I wanted to ask a question, and he told me something different, which I'll share with you. But I've got an aunt out there in Vernon. That's where he was. And I said, how bad is the smoke inside the houses and the apartments and the senior homes? And was it pretty rough? And he told me it was. He said it was probably about 2.5 months. They've had all their rooms full of some layer of smoke. Now that's got to be horrible. Man, that's got to be punishment. But anyway, when I told him about the digital radio was okay, he said something a little different than what you guys do. He said he was getting ready to go over on the Operation Handshake out there in Vernon, but apparently they use their digital radios out there for that. So, but man, they would need the volunteer amateurs out there a lot, spotters and all the rest of it out there with what they had. That's almost like a war zone out there between the fires out west. Even Manitoba's burning. Some of our Nova Scotia guys have gone out to Manitoba. So, man, this climate change, everybody knows the rest of it, but it's sad to see us go downhill quite so fast. Anyway, Mike, thanks for calling me in. 7-3 to you. Hope everybody has a good day tomorrow. I don't know, stay inside and, I don't know, play cards or play radio. Work.
Yeah, very fine, Don. Yeah, I have a daughter not too far from Vernon. I know what that gentleman was going through. Anyway, Donnie, we'll see what the weather brings. You have a safe weekend. We shall talk to you. Now we'll visit Al. V1 Charlie Yankee Papa. V1 and Y.
VE1MY net control and all on the FusionNet tonight. VE1 CYP from downtown Bridgewater. Good evening, Mike. To all on frequency. Good to hear everyone on tonight. I haven't been on this net for a while, so I thought I better start checking in regularly. Hi to Brad and Donnie and Jim, all the other Nova Scotians, and well, PEI and New Brunswickers as well. Not much to pass along. Just hoping that weather doesn't hit us too hard tomorrow. It sounds like a lot of wind and rain, and I hope it all comes in moderation. We can certainly stand a bit of rain, but we maybe don't need it quite the way they're predicting it. So,
Anyway, thanks for calling me in, Mike. Hope you have a real good net. And 7-3 to you and all on frequency. VE1MY for VE1CYP.
Yeah, very fine, Al. Yeah, I think I'm going to have a great day at work tomorrow. I work outside, so yeah, it should be interesting. Anyway, Al, thanks for checking in. You have a safe weekend. We shall talk again. Now go out to Tignish Bridge. VE1 Juliet Bravo Lima. VE1MY. Come on, Jim.
VE1MY and the Maritime Fusion at VE1JBL. Good evening, Mike and Al and Brad and Donnie all come up for me there, and sounds like you got a good net going there. I just, after that email I sent out to you and Brad and others there today, I just wanted to update that. I was talking to Mike this evening, and if EMO operations do take place tomorrow, it will be on the Amherst repeater, the WRC repeater. And if you are called out, by Mike, make sure you get your mileage and how many hours that you are in the automobile, and you will get compensated for that. So that's from Mike there. So if you were called in, so I'll find out tomorrow what's going on here. Him and me, I think, are going to go on the road tomorrow night because they expect some washouts on some roads here. So just a reminder, if you are called out, mark down your mileage and how many hours you're out there. And that'll be on the Amherst Repeater WRC. That's it from here, Mike. Have yourself a good net. We'll be monitoring along here, and everything is good on the system here, Mike. There is the odd drop out there, but I'm monitoring Moncton, I'm monitoring Brad's Repeater and Charlottetown, and everything is up and running here. So everything is good to go. That's it from here. Have yourself a good net there. VE1MY, the Maritime Fusion at VE1JBL. Jim out Tignish 7-3.
Yeah, very fine, Jim. If you have to get a hold of me, have you got my cell number?
Yep, Roger. And I know you won't be available till probably sometime in the afternoon there, but we'll let you know.
Okay, Jim. Just make sure. Yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. That's for sure. Yeah, because it doesn't sound too good by the look of it.
Roger. Yep. You just never know. So I just want to be on the safe side. So I'll be putting something out to the EMO auxiliary group tomorrow morning there. Okay, very good, Mike. Talk to you later on.
Checking in. You have a safe weekend. We shall talk again. Okay, let's go back to Prince Edward Island. Any stations in Prince Edward Island like to check into the Maritime Fusion net for August 1st, 2021. Anybody in PEI? VE1MY. Anybody else from Prince Edward Island for the Fusion, Maritime Fusion net? VE1MY. Nothing heard from PEI. Let's go back to New Brunswick. Anybody in New Brunswick like to check into the Maritime Fusion net? VE1MY.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor.
Charlie Portable Recheck.
Go ahead, Gordon. We'll let you come in first. V9 Golf Charlie Portable. Go ahead.
The 1MY V9GC Portable again. Not too sure whether I dropped out there, Mike. I noticed on the first transmission or not, because all of a sudden I noticed that looking at my dashboard here, I wasn't showing, and so we shut down, redid a few things, and just checking to make sure that we're coming through the node okay now. We did a quick update on the WiresX software at the same time. The 1MY V9GC Portable.
Yeah, you did drop out the first time, Gord. You dropped out about halfway through. And this time was no problem at all. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good, Mike. I just thought I would check because I had that problem a couple of weeks ago too when I was on the node. Anyway, that's fine. Thank you for verifying that. And as I say, now I'm looking at my screen here in the WiresX dashboard, and I can see myself coming through the node, and everybody else is coming up as well. Thanks, Mike. VE1MY, VE9GC Portable.
Yeah, very fine, Gord. Okay, anybody else in New Brunswick like to check into the Maritime Fusion at VE1MY?
Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor.
Sorry, Praveen, I already had you. Anybody else with Praveen? Anybody else like to check in from New Brunswick? VE1MY.
VE9 Victor Echo Alpha Portable, VE9 Victor Echo Alpha.
I got you, Vern. Anybody else? I'm going to take the portable just in case his battery's getting low. Good evening, Vern. VE9 VEA, VE1MY.
1MY, net control. Good to hear you at the control, Mike, and you're doing a great job there as usual. We had a little trouble checking in. We're coming in on our node, and we weren't, I don't believe at first we were connected to it, so I did 3 call-ins, and I don't think I was connected to my node. I got a little bit more to learn about this system. I relocated the radio, 400 radio is now it's hooked up with my desktop computer, which is a Windows 10 professional system on it. And hopefully we're going to have a lot better results with that. So that's where we are. But I forgot to do something here when I turned on the portable, and finally I caught on to that. So I'll learn. One of these days I'll learn the whole kit and caboodle of all this stuff here and learn to do the right thing at the right time, Mike. Anyhow, we just want to come in and say a big hello to all fine, outstanding, upstanding hams on frequency. And hopefully everybody's had a good day, for sure. So, Mike, well, that's about enough foolishness out of me. We'll turn it back to you. VE1, Mike Yankee. Net control, VE9, Victor Echo Alpha, Vern in the big area of Triacity, Shiloh. 7-3's Mike, 7-3's all around, bye-bye.
Very fine, Vern. I'm glad you got yourself checked in. Situated around. You sound good, no problem at all. Thanks for checking in. You have a safe weekend. We shall talk to you. Now we'll go over to Sackville. V9, Papa Kilo Victor, VE1MY. Good evening, Praveen.
VE1MY, this is Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor. Thank you very much for checking in. Sorry to have put it in twice. Sometimes I try to call and it doesn't get through. So my apologies for trying to check in the second time. But you were great. You were superb, and you should always naturally take in all the portables first or mobiles first. And thank you very much for checking in. No traffic. And I'll listen to the rest of the net. Thank you. Take care. 73 to all.
Yeah, very fine, Praveen. Yeah, I like to try the portables and mobiles just in case they get out of the range. And the portables in case the batteries go for good. Anyway, Praveen, thanks for checking in. You have a safe weekend. We shall talk to you again down the log. V9K at BKV, VE1MY. Okay, let's go back to Nova Scotia. Any stations in Nova Scotia like to check into the Maritime Fusion net? VE1MY.
Victor Echo 1, India, Quebec. Victor Echo 1, Kilo Echo Victor.
Okay, I have DR, IQ, PS, and KEV. Anybody else like to check in from Nova Scotia? VE1MY. Okay, we'll go to the top list. Good evening, Bob. The 1 Delta Romeo, the 101.
B1MY, B1DR. Good evening, Mike, and good evening all on frequency. It is a good evening indeed. It was a beautiful day today. Had occasion to go to Amherst for a CT scan and some groceries, and that was very successful. And tomorrow I have to take my lawnmower, my almost brand new lawnmower, to the lawnmower doctor. I had a little trouble starting, and it was an ongoing thing, and finally it would not start in spite of everything I did. So anyway, I loaded it up on the truck, and I'll take it out tomorrow morning. I'll get the truck fully fueled, and I'll be available, probably be back home by mid-afternoon. And after that, I'll be available as a mobile radio operator with a truckload of fuel, and ready to help if help is needed. Anyway, I'm sure that Mike has my telephone number and probably my cell number as well, I guess. Anyway, Mike, thanks for calling me in. I usually forget this. It hasn't been a habit for me, but I happened to think about it tonight, so I'm glad I did. Haven't caught a lot of the conversations, but glad to be aboard. Best 73, B1 Delta Romeo.
Yeah, very fine, Bob. Thanks for checking in. And you have a safe weekend. We shall talk to you again. Now we'll go visit Brian, VE1 IQ, VE1MY.
VE1MY, VE1IQ. Good evening, Mike. And about 22 degrees here in Greenwich, slowly cooling down a little bit, and a bit of a breeze out here. And this is just a very quick check-in for you. Nothing else from this end. VE1, India, Quebec.
Yeah, very fine, Brian. And I've got a message from you. I saw your QSL card from a friend of mine was down your way about 3 weeks ago. Wayne and Lisa?
I missed that there, but no, I didn't talk to anybody that I can remember anyway there, Mike. VE1,
No, it was at the campground.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, at the campground. That's right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we did have a little howdy. Okay, I'll let you go, and I gotta get on a different radio here. VE1, India, Quebec.
Yeah, very fine, Brian. Yeah, I was talking to him. He's a friend of mine up the road here. Anyway, thanks for checking in, Brian. You have a safe weekend. We shall talk again. V1 Papa Sierra, V1MY.
V1MY in the group, V1PS, good evening all. Trust everyone is well and so on. Coming to you this evening through the V1 CDN Fusion machine, and no further traffic. I will turn it back to you, Net Control. V1MY in the group, V1PS.
Yeah, very fine. Thanks for checking in. You have a safe weekend, and we shall talk again. Now we'll go visit my neighbor, V1KV, V1MY. Come on in, Kevin.
Yeah, very good evening, Mike. V1MY from V1 Kilo Echo Victor. Evening all on the net, and we're coming through or hopefully coming through the Moncton repeater there this evening. Anyway, a whole lot to report here. 18 degrees on the Celsius side, and patiently waiting to see what the rain is going to bring there as well. And the wind will be working down Pictou area, so I don't think there'll be any way I'll be able to avoid the raindrops there, that's for sure. Anyway, we've been listening right along, and that's it from here, Mike, I guess. Thanks for calling me in. Thanks for doing the net. And 7-3, and we'll certainly talk to you again. V1MY from V1 Kilo Echo Victor. 7-3, Mike.
Yeah, very fine, Kevin. Bring the pontoons. We might need them.
yeah, we just may, yeah.
Okay, Kevin, thanks for checking in. You have a safe trip tomorrow, and hopefully hopefully you can get home before it starts to rain. Okay, we're at the bottom of that list. Now I'm going to go outside the Maritimes. Any stations outside the Maritimes like to check into the Maritime Fusion net. Victor Echo 1, Mike Yankee. Any stations outside the Maritimes, any stations outside the Maritimes like to check into the Maritime Fusion net. My call is Victor Echo 1, Mike Yankee, and the handle is Mike India Kilo Echo.
Victor Echo 1, Echo Papa Delta.
VE1, Echo Papa Delta. Good evening, Edwin. How's everything with you? VE1 and 1.
VE1MY, VE1EPT. I tried a couple of times, I guess I got over, if somebody came over me, I guess, so. Anyway, just thought I'd give you a check-in, just do one more. You're doing a good job, and hopefully somebody else will jump in to add more numbers on your list. VE1.
Yeah, very fine, Edwin. Thanks for checking in. You have a safe weekend. We shall talk again. Okay, anybody like to check into Maritime Fusion net? Anywhere, any place. VE1 and 1.
BE9 Whiskey Charlie Lima. Echo 9 Charlie Golf Lima.
Charlie Tango.
Charlie 1, PHW.
Okay, I'll tell you what I have. I have 9 WCL, 9 CGL, 9 JCT, and KC1 PHW. Anybody else want to be put on the list? VE1 and 1. Okay, we'll go to the top of the list. VE9, Whiskey Charlie Lima, VE1 and 1. Come on in.
Hi, good morning, good evening to all the amateur that can hear me. I got no traffic, just want to put a check mark on your logbook. And like I said, I got no traffic. I had a good day. Went to see the doctor, got blood tests, everything's been taken care of, so I had a good day. So I'm going to say 7-3 to everybody that can hear me, and we'll catch you next Wednesday. VE9 Whiskey Charlie Lima in Shediac, New Brunswick.
Yeah, very fine. Is the handle Wayne? Go ahead.
Yeah, that's my name, Wayne Charles Landry.
Yeah, very fine. I got so many call signs here, I gotta remember everybody's name. Thanks, Wayne. That's what I thought it was. Anyway, thanks for checking in. We shall talk again. VE1, Charlie Golf Lima, VE1 and 1. Come on in.
VE1MY, VE9 Charlie Golf Lima. Good evening, Mike, and everybody else on the Maritime Fusion net. I've got no traffic to report. Want to wish 7-3 all around. Have a nice evening, and stay safe from VE9 Charlie Golf Lima.
Could I have a handle, please? I don't see on my list. Could I have a handle, please?
It's Jermaine, Golf, Echo, Romeo, Mike, Alpha, India, November.
Very fine. Once you said it, I knew who it was. I don't have you on the list, but I have. Thanks, Jerry, and we'll talk to you again. Now we'll go over to the Shediac area. Visit John Drive, VE9, Julia Charlie Tango, VE1 and Y.
Yeah, Victor 9, Juliet Charlie Tango, and very good evening to you, Mike, and good evening to all on net. Yeah, gentlemen, Wayne, almost next door to me. And the whole crew, yeah. We were yakking away on Simplex, Len, Wayne, and I, and myself, and yeah, signing off, and we said we'll check if the net is still on, so here it is. So I'm still alive, hi. And of course, thinking more of radios with the it's darker earlier every day, so there you go. Yeah. And I had a good day. Did some biking. Not like you. There's no motor on mine, but did 30 kilometers today, so did pretty good. And overall, it was a good day. So anyway, rain on the way, so we'll be around radios for the next few days for sure. 7312, back to you, Mike. Thanks for doing the net, calling me in 73 again, VE9 JCD.
Yeah, very fine, Jean-Claude. Yeah, I had to work. I get done work about 1:30, then we took a little scoot. Anyway, thanks for checking. You have a safe week, and we shall talk again. Now we'll go visit Kilo Charlie 1, Papa Hotel Whiskey, VE1 and Y. Come on in.
This is Whiskey Charlie 1, Papa Henry Whiskey. And we're down here in New England. And I'm kind of new at this. And I just thought I'd sit in and listen to what you guys do. My name is Bill.
That's very fine, Bill. Thanks for checking in. Whiskey Charlie 1, Papa Hotel Victor. I'm glad. Papa Hotel Victor, yeah. Whiskey, sorry. I can't even read my own writing. Yeah, we're here every Wednesday night. We start at 1900, be 1800 your time. Go ahead. Okay, that's a long list. Anybody else? Any late checkers for the Maritime Fusion net? VE1 and Y.
V1 AIC mobile. V1 AIC mobile.
VE1 AIC mobile. VE1 and Y. Come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Kind of a late night tonight. Had to do some work at the repeater site. Had to wait till all the tower guys are gone. So, just managed to finish up before dark. This is a good thing. They want AIC mobile.
Very fine. Yeah, it's getting a little dark here. It'll be a little dark trying to work on towers, that's for sure. Anyway, you have a safe weekend. We shall talk to you again. Any other late checkers? Any other late checkers for the Maritime Fusion net? VE1 and Y. Okay, we'll make this the last call. Last call for anybody who wants to check into the Maritime Fusion net for September 1st, 2021. VE1 and Y. Okay, nothing heard. I would like to thank all 34 who checked in tonight. Anyway, hopefully everybody has a good week. Stay safe and stay dry. This is Victor Echo 1, Mike Yankee, closing the Maritime Fusion at 1956. Hopefully everybody has a good week, and we shall talk again next Wednesday night. The 1MY turning the frequency back to channel U. 7388 all. Stay safe.